Welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And we have an absolute lightning strike on the first play from scrimmage here.
How about that? Right out of the gate, they're going for the big play, and they hit it. What a way to jumpstart this offense.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Horton. Tackle made after a big gain.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught over the middle, it's Cuevas. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in his game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And a strong opening drive here, but now they face 3rd down in the red zone. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. That is an impressive start for an emotional game like this. To be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. The pass rush closing in. It's a fumble behind the line. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fair catch made at the 40. So here's the first play of the drive now that began at the 41. On first down, it's play action. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Trying to find some room. It's Miller. They get the senior with the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
QB decides to keep it here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
Second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Snags the quick throw. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on fourth down, so you try to get as much as you can on third to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on fourth down.
He's going to take off here. Here he goes. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. On the ground, it's Miller. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Third down coming up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Back to pass. It's Simpson. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for...
He's in the clear. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
Here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. Ball handed off. Solid game. Moves the ball to the 43.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll give it to the back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaks into the clear. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Breaks into the clear. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Miller. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Kirk, all these players aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment in this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in an Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. To throw, it's Simpson. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, tied, as they put 6 more on the board.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. They return it brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. First down. Looking to throw the football. Sure hands. It's Anderson. Complete. It's 2nd down now. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Green. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain of that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
This drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here trying to hold on to that football to give his receivers a chance to get downfield. But how about this pass rush not only getting to him, but knocking the ball loose, and the defense is able to get on it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And sack sets up 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He'll take a deep shot. It's caught, still going inside the 10. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line.
But that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance and try to get that touchdown. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
This pass pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Swarmed with a pass rush, a sack. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Now it's second down here. Quarterback still with the football. And that's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep down the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Pressure is coming. Trying to get the throw off. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. Going with the old counter run here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Oh, the pass home.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
It's a run. Running back's got it. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
There you go, defense. Not fooled at all by that screen pass. Good job of flying to the football. The back had nowhere to go.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that's going to bring up 4th down now in their own territory, and the offense is not having a great day. Down big. Pretty soon, they're going to have to start taking some risks if they want to try to come back in this game.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And that sets up the return. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that's a good stop by the defense.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll call for the fair catch here. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Here comes a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his time timing with his receivers.
They've punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Defense is coming after him. That's caught. It's Brown.
Boy, this defense can fly to the football. He does a nice job of breaking one tackle, but look at the defenders. 5, 6 guys flying to the football to keep him short of the 1st down.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. On to kick it out for the 5th time today. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A handoff from the shotgun. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that 1st down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
And a low line drive, ugly punt. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner will be brought down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing pressure. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
What a day for this defense, just living in the backfield of the offense. The game looks like it's all but over at this point, and for them to disrupt this great quarterback all day has been quite an accomplishment.
Sack on 1st down. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Incompletion sets up a 3rd down now for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made in space. Look out. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his man. It's Durham.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass caught. Second down now. They'll hand it off. Breaks an open space. Now here he goes. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Catch made on the left side.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it a 17-7 game.
That makes the score Alabama 17, LSU.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Has the first down and more. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Grab behind the line. It's Cuevas. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Picks up 1. 4th down coming up.
Punt team ready to boot it away.
38 on to punt it away.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The time running out. Serious urgency here. He's in the clear. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And now they'll set up for the point after.
On for the extra point.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Alabama 17, LSU.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
But here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. On to kick now for the 5th time today. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. First down to the 27.
How how about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
But anything at this point in the game, when you get down to 1st and goal, you get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on 2nd and goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Looking for 6. Touchdown, LSU. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Well, Chris, this is what it's all about, right? With college football, so unpredictable. This offense takes the lead late in a game like this. What a throw, what a catch, a great call. What must be going through that defense's mind? Barring a miracle, this one is done.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score LSU 21, Alabama 17.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. To the air, it's Simpson. It's a short completion with a big tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to throw it on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kurt, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.